friend, you are back. You know, you're going to make a lot of mistakes in crypto if you fall into the same traps that I fell into. And they're not the traps you think about. Because what most people are saying when you come into crypto is they always say, you know, get ahead of the next narrative. Go on to the next story, the next big thing. And I will tell you, there is no faster way to ruin and disappointment than trying to find the next narrative. All right. I have tracked so many people, and there is a complete difference between a profitable investor who knows what they're doing, who wins, me, versus like an intellectual thinker who like can absorb on the information and give the philosophy and the trends and that stuff. These are two completely different skill sets. Okay? The thinker dude who's like, you know, who can put together thoughts and narratives and trends and put together these charts and graphs to show, those people, they are like a boxer in the ring, no gloves, hands are down, and he's like hitting you with the back of his hand. He's trying to slap you. All right? That's what they are. So, you know, they're showing up, but they just don't execute, man. They don't execute. And why do I know this? Because I've been disappointed so many times. I'm like, man, this guy sounds so smart. Oh, wow, he knows exactly what he's doing. Wow. Means nothing. Means nothing. It's sad because I'm like, damn, man, I got so fooled. Yeah, I didn't think I was fooled at the time. I'm just here talking to you, relaying all the information, okay? And I'm just thinking, oh, man, like, that had no impact at all, you know? All these coins, all these talkabouts, it doesn't matter. And what do? They throw out like 8 ideas, and then maybe one of them's good, and they're like, oh, see, that was a winner. You could have killed it. Like, who cares, man? Who cares? 1 out of 8's not good enough, baby. The best approach to be doing is the one where you say, you take my approach. You say, 1, we're all friends. Number 1. Number 2, I'm ready for anything. Number 3, I have strategies that I look for that can only be executed when the traffic light is green. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. That's how we execute on the charts, okay? And that's it. And that's it, man. And your core underlying belief is number go up over the long run, and crypto is going to be bigger in 5 years than it is today. I swear that's all you need. I'm not making this up. If anything you try to like indoctrinate yourself with, you will get crushed. I'm telling you now. It will weigh you down. You'll look for the wrong things. You'll focus on the wrong stuff. You're going to look for a certain narrative. Oh, gaming. Oh, metaverse. Oh, NFTs. Oh, what about this? Oh, what about that? Doesn't matter. So, you know, I subscribe to this cute newsletter, the Crypto Pragmatist, and like, I'm just telling you, go on here right now. Like, they're good writing. Like, yeah, it's late 2021. In-person work is dead. Remote is king, and no one will ever go back to work. Look, you are a battery. All right, you have a soul, and you only have a certain amount of health points. All right, if you keep plaguing your mind with a lot of the story stuff, you get drained. All right, I promise you get drained. I wish it wasn't the case. And you're talking. I'm here. You're talking to a guy who's literally here 18 hours a day. So if anybody's got a maximum number of HP and a maximum number of time to use and to spare and to look through, it's me. And if I'm telling you 7 days a week, 18 hours a day still ain't enough, then you know something's wrong here. That means that something's going on here and it's inefficient. So, you know, there's great stuff. They track, you know, VCs and all this, but, oh, look, Denver meetup, and we're going to go, oh, the suits and DevCon, and like it's, oh, friends. Okay, like it's. Oh, trust me. I wish. You think I chose this life? No. I want the life where you give me one newsletter and everyone tells me exactly the next narrative to look for. I wish it was like that, but it's not. It's not. So just gonna delete it when we come to the charts. So you need a strategy, man. Strategy. Everyone's got. You can use RSI, MACD, anything. You can use that. All right. You got to keep it simple. If what I'm about to say doesn't pan out, then, I mean, we're all going to zero anyway. So, eventually, Bitcoin and or Ethereum, total crypto market goes up. Okay? Maybe it has some jitters, and maybe it goes up again. Okay? And it doesn't even matter that point. Like, who cares? Oh, wow, you're gonna go up there and hit dip here. It doesn't really matter, man. Just please do this. Just please do this. You go, we are here, and then in 2025, all right, we are going to be higher. That's it. That's all you say. That's how I play it, okay? So 2025 up here, we're gonna be higher. That's it. I don't care. Okay? Yeah, maybe this circle's down here. Maybe this circle's sideways. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you get long here. Do you know what the future is? You don't. Okay? You don't know. So we can go to 0. That's one future. But you don't know that now. Do you know it's going to 0 now? No. Okay. In another future, we go sideways. In another future, underperform. And in another future, to the moon. In all 3 worlds, you have no idea what's going on. 3, you can survive. 1, you die. I mean, you have to be long. Basically, in short version, you just have to be long. So you're playing for a better future. That's it. You're playing for a better future, and it's up here. So how do we execute? We don't look for stories and narratives. Maybe we read them out of curiosity, but that's about it. Okay? That's about it. At the end of the day, you know what the juice is. So let's look at Link ETH. Firstly, you should be charting in BTC or Link, okay, or ETH. You know, maybe we can look at Link BTC if you want. We can do this for any coin. Any coin. What I did was, actually, let's go to the previous bull market, all right? Everyone wants to know, how did I crush Solana? So you're looking at this chart, Japanese candle chart. Let's put it at a linear. Okay, they want to know, how the hell did I get long and literally hold to here, get nothing out, okay? Hold to here, get nothing out. Hold to here, get nothing out. Still get nothing out here. Still get nothing out, and sold the top. How'd that happen? How'd that happen? Well, the truth is, I just held. But to have it happen for you, you need to take the chance that you're in when it doesn't look too good, right, in the first place. Let me remind you here, Solana was nothing here, okay? Solana was nothing. Nothing. No one cared. Yeah, there was SBF and who cared? No one cares about them. No one cared. They were not memes yet. Here was just Bitcoin going up. That's what this was, okay? Bitcoin's recovering. There was no altcoins are going to come back. We just come back off a hot DeFi season. Many influencers scammed everyone. From ETH maxis to everyone else to just YouTube influencers. Yes. They pumped and dumped on everyone. There's no one left. There's no retail left. It was institutional money going into Bitcoin. So if you rely on the narrative, there was no narrative. And that's why I say everybody's a sheep, friends. Everyone's a sheep, okay? Cute little fluffy sheep. Bah. All right? So everybody's a sheep. And what does that mean? Sheeps follow sheeps. They follow green candles. Let's go. These are monthly. All right? This is monthly. That's all it took, man. It took here. Just took 2 green monthly candles. Where are we? No, wrong one. So here we go. That's it. That's all it took. You see this? 2 green monthly candles. People started paying attention. You get a third one, you know you're cracking. That's it, everyone. That's it. This is when the Solana narrative started coming on. But then, look here. That's when it started coming online. Yes, it went up higher, but why did it go up higher? It went up higher because SBF was using customer funds up here. So maybe if he wasn't, this is where Solana should have actually stopped. That's another way to think about it. If he wasn't using the funds to go aggressive, that's where it should have stopped. And funny enough, today's price is actually back to its fair value. Isn't it funny enough? If we go there. Whoops. It's crazy how this works, you know. So I didn't even know what the chart looked like. And I'm just we're doing this live, and it comes back to the same price. So how do I know, man? Well, one, you never know. The story and the narrative is always great up here. You think people were saying, yes, so I mean, that's a great idea. Sell Solana up here. No one was saying that, man. Everyone was calling me a doo-doo face. A smelly doo-doo face. Narratives are always good up there, and the narratives are always bad down here. So that's why listening to these narrative people, you're not going to get anything. I like putting a Heikenhashi candle because green is green and red is red. Alright? I like that. Put on a 3-day. It's just something to look at, you know? It's something to look at. It's not perfect, but it helps you have a macro well, you know, in crypto, it's funny. Months in crypto is macro time frame. It's not even years. That's the funny part. So when it started coming down, my first condition, give me more than 80% down, okay? I want a discount. I look at that condition now. I think maybe diminishing returns is going to happen. Maybe we're going to have to settle for minus 70%. So at the minus 70%, so what you do is you don't know where you are, right? Let's say you really want Solana. You're like, Solana's pretty decent. You go up here, you measure minus 70%. Bang. You draw a line and you go, okay. When it hits there, I am now interested. So you walk forward in time. You go, oh my God, it just hit it. Wow. Don't automatically buy because some of these coins just go straight minus 90%. And that's a big difference from minus 70, minus 90. So what I say is, I go, okay, if you can change the momentum on a 3-day, I'll get a bullet in. I like it. And then I'll just wait forever, okay? So green candle. Looking for a 3-day green candle. 3-day. Non-Japanese candle. Height. Kanashi, all right? Height. Remember that. H-A. Not poopy candles. Kanashi. We go forward. Ooh! A green candle! So you put your bullet in here, okay? You get your bullet in here. We're going to put a little star of friendship. A little cute little star. There you go. Yeah, it's not the... You don't get to buy this bottom price, so don't give me this bottom tick in trash. Let's say you got to get this price, okay? Let's say you be very, very conservative, okay? You keep walking forward, right? You go, oh, it's a red one, right? Another red one. And you think, oh no, we're going down. But that's okay because you got to risk the whole bullet. You see this star? You have to be willing for this star to literally go to negative numbers. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. You want to hold with me? You want to kill it? Well, you got to be willing to do this. It's got to be willing to ride to zero. Don't listen to these people saying, oh, you just got to use the stop loss minus 20% down. That's because their portfolio is so concentrated. That's why they're saying that, okay? You can't go all in on these. You're not going to hold 100x if you're too concentrated anyway. You're going to be getting out for 3x. So you leave this here. It's your first bullet. And you say, you know what, man? This is now, wow, we're down minus 80. You're like, we're down in the minus 85% zone. You think, you know what? Go, like remember, these are 3-day candles. So as a month passes, maybe you may look up a Solana video on YouTube and you say, you know what? People are still joining. There's still devs coming and things are still growing. So then what you say is okay, if you can change momentum again on the 3-day, I'll get another bullet in. Bang, there you go. You get another bullet in right here. You will have 2 stars of friendship. And you might even say, you know what? I'm feeling convicted. I'm just going to hold all these 2 bullets. This is double on normal clip. Let's go. And look what happens here. And this is where it gets tricky. Because if I tell you to get out here and it keeps going, you'll never forgive me. And also, if I don't tell you to get out or even recommend the sell, you're going to be very tilted. So you get middle of this price. Yeah, you're up like 2.5x on your Bitcoin. So this is completely up to you. There is no right or wrong. I like to use multiple signs. Like, oh my God, we're still going. Look, I mean, you got to think I'm a maniac for holding this, man. Like, I'm up 9x here. Maniac. Didn't get anything out. Nothing. I said, you know what? It's either zero or hero. That's it. And look what happened. Yes, SBF did use $9 billion to pump this. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's going to happen in life. You can't participate if you always get out early. But you can take something out along the way if you want to cover yourself. So, have you noticed what I did here had nothing to do with narrative, okay? These people, these smart gigabrain philosophies, industry thinkers, crypto guys, yeah, they are spending all of this time, right? All of this time they are spending thinking about, what's going to move in 2021? Is it going to be, right, because 2021 hasn't started yet, yeah? They're not thinking of anything. They're just thinking about, is there going to be a new narrative? Is Bitcoin going to go to 200K? Is it going to be a Bitcoin spot ETF? Is DeFi going to make a resurgence? What's going to be the next tech wave? That's what I was saying. And very, very, very few of them were even saying it was going to be gaming metaverse. By the way, none of them said Doge. None of them said meme coins. Zero. I watched them all, friends. Zero. None of them said memes and dog coins would take over. None. So even if the best of the best aren't even talking about it, what can you really do, man? You can't do anything. So, you know what? If you are seeing a huge Doge pump in this market, okay, Doge. So during this time, you're seeing Doge. And it's caught you off guard, right? We're going to go for 3 days. It's caught you off guard. So this is what happened. You're like, whoa, dude. So I thought, okay, it's over here. Like, it's done too much. Look at this. It's gone up too much. I just thought naturally it's over. But I was wrong, okay? It doesn't really matter. When Doge pumps here, we are now going to think, what can we do to take advantage of that? Straight away. You got to be thinking in these next few weeks. You go, okay, you know. Now, it's easy to say in hindsight, buy memes and all this other buy memes and Ponzi's and stuff. No one was thinking that, friends. No one. But at least you know this is like a siren. Like, whoa, a lot of altcoin mania is going nuts. Something's going on here. It's some sort of siren. And it's very, very hard to then think, okay, what's going to be the nice follow-on, knock-on effect narrative? Don't worry about the narrative, man. We don't care about the narrative. What we care about is, can we find other coins that you hear about where you think, okay, there's a reasonable chance that people are just watching it, you know? There's a reasonable chance. Now, I don't like using the big winners because the big winners, it's so easy to go, oh yeah, you just buy and you sell, you know? But you don't know Axies were going to go up. You did not know it was going to do that, right? You didn't know it was going to do that. But what if it just did this, you know? What if it just did this? What if, you know, it's 2020. Think about this, okay? Axies is out. You can't see anything. You can't see anything, right? You can't see anything. So this is where it gets tough. Because now I'm going to show you something that unfortunately doesn't really go with the rules, all right? Because what was my first rule? My first rule was give me 80% or lower. You know, maybe I'll take 70%. So friends, you're just going to have to live with this fact that sometimes the rules get broken and you don't know if you should take it or not. So look at this. Do you want to take it or not? Do you want to take it? Because look what you miss out on. Look what you miss out on. So this is why it helps to have good risk management. And good risk management starts with a bullet size that's not too big. So it drops down, you get in, you get your bullet in, and you go, okay, if this drops, you know, 80%, I want to get in. If it drops 90% on the turn, I want to get in. But nothing ever comes back, you know? It doesn't happen. You never get back in again. You just don't know. You're like, too high, too high, too high. Look here. 57% doesn't matter. You can't even re-add. Too high, too high, too high. Starts going nuts. So I'm glad you're living this with me. You get to see the rules get broken. This is what you should be watching. You should be saying, okay, I want to get into this stuff. There's momentum building up. This is the backdrop. You know, if we go change this chart to Bitcoin, for example, this might be your backdrop to take that risk. So this is another game we might play. We might say, okay, what's the game of Bitcoin is we're doing green candles. Might even put it on a weekly, right? Bitcoin's green candles. So you're seeing the beginning of January right here. So you're seeing Bitcoin do this, right? So many green candles. But it's not easy, friends. It's not easy. Look at this. Look how many other times, you know, Bitcoin starts turning. When the candles start getting smaller and it starts turning, look how scary that looks. Look how the momentum has slowed down. So you don't know what's happening now. You don't know if it's going to be a repeat of all the way down here. You don't know if that's going to happen, man. That's a big retrace. See? It's a big retrace. What if that was happening up the top here? What if that's what was going to happen here? It's slowing down, slowing down. You don't know, man. You don't know. What if it up here? You don't know it's going to slow down. It's not easy. It's not easy, but we can still fight. Just like when you go into the ring, yeah, boxing isn't easy, you know, but you're going to hit them back, man. We can win. We can win. It's not easy. We can still fight back. So when you use these tools, we're going to say, okay, well, Bitcoin's going up. On average, I can take these. And that's why we don't put too many bullets in, because if this turned down, let's say Bitcoin did turn down here, and it did, right? And you're scared again. Well, you might say, hey, if Bitcoin has another green candle somewhere, that's going to be my sign to go back to the altcoins, you know, like Doge or whatever, and then get its turn. So this has nothing to do with narratives and stories and like, oh, DeFi and going this and that. None of it has anything to do with it. It's completely different. This is actually the execution. This is what you actually got to get good at. Because, man, I'll tell you right now, I mean, there is a world of difference between, you know, buying your Bitcoin, buying altcoins. There's a world of difference, right? Starting here and starting here. Huge world of difference, you know. This is like your 10x. This is your like plus 50%. You don't get out because it's going on side, and then minus 80%. That's what that world of difference is. That's what that world of difference is. Until next time, friends.